It's time to do it once and again. It's another edition of Inspirations with Carmina. I love to introduce you to brand new gospel artists, especially when they are fire. Y'all, today we're talking to Semaje. Yep, an amazing young man, and he's doing it, y'all, for real. Let's get into it. It's Inspirations with Carmina. It's another edition of Inspirations with Carmina. I've got a great guest here. Semaje is in the building. How you doing?
I'm doing amazing. How you doing?
I'm good. Well, I guess I should say you're in your building because we got to be all separate and at home and all that fun stuff.
Right.
So I want you to tell everybody, first and foremost, how you've been taking care of yourself and making sure you're being safe.
Yes. Well, you know what? I've been definitely taking care of myself, making sure that I'm, using hand sanitizer, wearing the mask, wearing gloves, and I also actually just started a diet. I said, you know what? During this quarantine, is this the perfect time to get your body right? And so I started Herbalife. I'm trying to lose about 55 pounds. So I'll come out this quarantine like, pow, here I am.
Oh, okay, so you're trying to come out and be fine for Jesus. All right.
Right.
Well, I am excited to get to talk to you. I got a chance to hear the new single, and I was like, yes, it is so perfect for right now. So I'm just so glad that we're able to connect today and be able to talk about your music. Now, first and foremost, you have connected with Uncle Fred Jerkins.
Yes.
Talk about that. Now, how did you guys make that connection?
Well, you know what? Fred Jerkins had put on a conference, his music, money, and business conference. And I went and invested in the conference. The conference it was like, I believe, like over maybe about $600. But you know what? It was well worth it. Like I don't regret investing a penny of it. He has so much knowledge. I mean, he's worked with everybody from Michael Jackson, Beyonce, so many people, been around so many people and different platforms. And so I wanted to invest in myself to learn more about the industry. Don't go in here being just eager and wanting to sing and I know the business side of it, or just knowing, what to look for and how to grow. And so I went to the conference and I went as a VIP member, and I learned so much, and I ended up going to dinner with him and his wife, and he just shared so much knowledge important to the next generation. And you would think a man of that caliber would be, just gone, not even worried about the next person. But he, decided to invest in somebody else, important information he received into me. And so I was leaving Atlanta. I was on the airplane and I got a text message from a number. And he said, "Hey, are you ready to shout?" And I'm looking like, who is this? Like, because all the communication was through the email and his assistant. It was him saying, "You know what? You're incredible. Let's come. Thanks for coming down. And I want to create some music with you." And it happened just like that.
Wow. And you know what? I think that's why he's been so successful, because he is hard. It's not just, I'm the big man in the game. I mean, he really is about encouraging people and teaching them and helping them next level. So I'm really, really glad to hear about that. And I'm glad you shared that story. Now, you're a young man. How you going to take us to church like this with reason to praise? Where did this come from?
You know what? I come from a hand clapping, foot stomping church. I've been coaching all my life, and God, it was holiness of hell growing up, and so I got a reason to praise. It's in there. I think about my mom, and I think you actually know my mom. She goes to Adam and Believer. She was in your sewing class, Matisa. Yeah. Shout out to my mommy. I love her so much. I look at her and I think about how, God healed her body and was able to bless her with another kidney. And I have a reason to praise. There's so many reasons I can go down the list of why I have reasons to praise. So when I think about those, stories and these times, I just put it all in that music and I sing like, oh, I know for sure. If nobody else got a reason, I got one. So
that's right. Now, see, that's funny. I just enjoyed the song, and so I reached out to the team, and I was like, "Hey, can I talk to this young man?" Never even imagining that was the connection there. And she had told me about you, but I didn't put it together. So, see, look at God.
Look at God.
Now, see, now I got to put you on the spot because you say you grew up in the church. Good old COGIC.
Yes.
So, if you had to go pull out a hymn, One of them good old 100. Which one would you pull out, sir?
I'll probably pull out. "'Tis so sweet to trust in Jesus, just to take him at his
Yeah,
word,
come on, come on, come on.
just to rest upon his promise, just to know thus saith the Lord.
Man,
Jesus, Jesus, how I trust him, how I prove him o'er and o'er. Oh, let me stop. You got to go to church.
so we don't have no ushers. Can you stop that? We got a social. If I fall out, I'm just on my own. We don't.
Right.
But the new single, it is absolutely beautiful. And I was reading about it because I wanted to make sure I had all my ducks in a row when I got a chance to talk to you. And it really is for a time such as this. I mean, was that the goal? Was that like, it's
you
got
know
to
what?
be?
What's crazy is Fred and the guy who wrote the song, Alvin, Gary, him and the team, they said they wrote the song a while back, like some years back, and I recorded it back in November. And so Fred had texted me like, I think it's time to get this song out now. And what better time than to put this song out right now? Because you look at all these people that's having, people dying, people getting sick from the coronavirus, and you look at us, we're still here in the land of the living, breathing, and I have a reason, just that simple thing. And one of my favorite phrases in the song is when it said, "When you see my hands up, it don't mean I'm giving up. I'm just giving him praise." And that's what we got to do in this time. That's the only help we have is God. They don't have a cure, they don't have nothing, but we got the Holy Ghost and we got God to direct us through this. So yeah.
That's it. I love it. I love it. And take me back. Do you remember the moment when you got a chance to first hear the song and were able to first connect with it? Do you remember that moment when you heard it? Where you like,
oh,
yes.
You know what? So by Fred being this mastermind, Grammy Award winning producer, he has the way that he do his music. And so when he sent me the song, I got the song with no instrumentation, only singing, vocals only.
Okay.
And so when I got it, I put it in my ear. I said, "Oh my God, I can't wait to sing this." And I just started listening to the words and the vocals. I said, somebody gonna be blessed by this. Because a lot of times as artists, we listen to music and say, is it gonna be a banger? Like that's the first thing we think about. And I said, this really gonna bless somebody. They got a reason to praise. And so I immediately got so excited. And I said, I can add my own life to this song and find out that telling people I got a reason to praise. So I mean, I was just going crazy. And then when I got to the studio and heard the music, Carmina, when I tell you I had church right in that studio like I was in the Baptist church having a Baptist fit. Yes.
You're probably the first person ever that needed an usher in the studio. Was that you?
That was me. I'll go ahead and take the prize for the first person needing an usher in the studio.
I love it. I love it. Well, it is definitely a beautiful song. And then I know it's going to make a major impact. I mean, it touched my heart immediately when I heard it. And I was like, yeah, I got to reach out. I got to talk to this young man. So let's do this. Got to tell everybody how they can connect with you, how they can invite you out. We're going to be moving around real soon. And so I'm sure they want to invite you out to different ministry events and definitely support the single. We got to talk about that.
Yes. So, well, you can, if you interested in booking me to come to your church or you're reaching out, you can email me at semajelive@gmail.com. So that's SEMAJELIVE@gmail.com. And we would love to get back with you. And I would love to come and minister at your church. And even during this pandemic, I am doing some virtual services. So yeah, I would love to come. And on social media, you can follow me on Instagram at Semaje, which is ISEMAJE. And YouTube, all of this stuff, you can just type in Semaje and I'll come up.
I love it. I love it. Well, beautiful song. And know that we'll be praying for you. We're wishing you nothing but blessings. Honored to support it here on the platform. And we'll be connecting again soon. I feel like that. I just feel like it. We're going to bump into each other's shadows somewhere.
Yeah, thank you so much. I want to tell you that you have made my day. I enjoyed talking to you. And, Dallas, Texas is my second home because Mama lived there. And so when I'm there, I'm definitely turning on your station and bumping the gospel music.
I appreciate you so much, y'all. This has been another edition of Inspirations with Carmina. We got to get into it. Reason to praise, y'all. It's Semaje.